So over here in the question it says I have to start with an initial power. Okay, so this is an example where power is 200 and an initial score which is set to 0 and a bag of tokens given us as an integer array. So this is the bag of tokens where tokens of I represent the value. So these four individual entities being the value. My goal is to maximize this, okay, the score, by strategically playing with these cards. In one move, what I can do, if my power is greater than this tokens of I, that is the first card over here, in that case, I can increase my score to 1 and my power becomes power minus tokens of I. So if I have to play this card, this will be 200. My power would become 200 minus 100, that is 100. However, my score will increase. And assuming a second situation wherein my power is power and this is 400, okay, and my score assume being 5. So what it says, if my score is greater than equal to 1, then I can add this to my power. So this will be power plus the tokens of I. So this will be, if my power was 200 and I choose this 400 card, so this will be 600. However, in this case I need to reduce the score by 4. So what you can see, if I see something smaller than my power, in that case my score increases. If I get something bigger than the power, in that case my score decreases. Okay, so let me show you how to solve this. So over here I have 100, 300, 200 and 400 and my power is 200 initially. I have something called as score and something known as max score. So these are all set to 0. So my first step over here would be to sort these tokens. So this will be 100, 200, 300 and 400. Okay, and my check conditions would be, if my power is greater than tokens of I, and my another else if check condition will be, is my score greater than equal to 1. So okay, so over here I check is my power, and I have I over here, J over here. So I check is my power 200 greater than 100, it will say yes. So my power would be updated as power minus tokens of I. So this goes to 100. Okay, and my score becomes +1 and my max score is max of score and max score, so this is 1 and my I moves ahead. Okay, so my I reaches this pointer. Okay, now I check is my power, that is 100, now is it greater than 200? So it will say no. In that case what I will do, in that case I will take this and add it to my power. So this will be 100. So over here I have subtracted tokens of I and now I'll add tokens of J. So this is 100 plus 400. So this turns out to be 500 and my score will be 0 since I have used one card. Okay, and my J goes to the left. So my J moves at this position. Now I will ask, is my power greater than the tokens of I? It will say yes. In that case I will do 500 minus tokens of I, that is 200. So this turns out to be 300. My score is again back and max score still remains the same. And next I do I plus plus. So I moves ahead. Okay, now I ask whether my power is greater than tokens of I. Okay, greater than or equal to condition I'll check over here. Okay, so it will say yes. So in that case I will do 300 minus tokens of I, this is 300. So this turns out to be 0 and my score is incremented to 2 and my max score also 2. Okay, now my I moves ahead and I stop my while loop. Okay, over here, and I return the max score. So over here my first step would be to sort this. So this is tokens dot sort. Post that I create a mutable variable called score which is set to 0 and another variable called answer, that is the max score, which is also set to 0. Now I have my variable I, okay, and my variable j on the right hand side. So j will be tokens dot length, okay, minus 1. Suppose that I run my while loop. So my while loop will be while my I is less than or equal to j. My first condition would be is my power greater than equal to tokens of I. If this is true, in that case I do power minus equal to tokens of I, okay, and then I do I plus equal to 1 and score plus equal to 1. Post that my answer would be updated as answer dot max, the max of answer and score, okay, and my else if condition, that is my score is greater than 1. In that case I will do my power plus equal to tokens of I, and my I my j would be minus 1. This would be tokens plus equal to j since j is on the right hand side, okay. Post that I'll do my score minus equal to 1, okay, and my else condition would be simply to break out of this loop, okay. After coming out from here I need to return my answer. Okay, so over here let me do this as mutable. My power also as mutable I'll put. So over here this should be score greater than equal to 0 rather than simply 1. So let me submit this.